or may not be dream jobs, but they do fill the role of getting cash in hand. This makes it all the more feasible to keep searching the market and our souls for what it is we really want to do. I'm not saying that if you find a job you love, it will always be fun or easy. Far from it. Digging into meaningful work requires dedication, but that effort is what makes it all the more rewarding. It's how I believe success should be defined today. Why culture matters. What does all this have to do with company culture? Living in a world where job choice is vast and growing means that organizations who want to find and keep great workers better think about what they provide beyond just a paycheck. Even beyond recruiting and retention. It's been shown that businesses get as much in return from a well-designed culture as the employee does. Workplace culture is one of the single biggest contributors to a company's financial performance. Since 2009, organizations listed on Forbes' Best Place to Work list did better than the Standard & Poor's 500 by 84%. And since 1998, earned almost 3 times the cumulative stock market return of the FTSE Russell 2000 and Russell 1000. On the flip side, the 30 lowest-rated public companies on Glassdoor.com underperformed the market by nearly 75%. Culture is the foundation that can support or undermine an employee's behaviors and choices. For better or for worse, factors like engagement, adaptability, and length of tenure are all influenced by culture. In 2008, when I first realized that there was a tool, poorly understood, but with huge potential, that could help businesses improve work lives, it grabbed my head, my heart, and my gut, and it hasn't let go. Fail again. By January 2008, I thought I'd have a job. I had left the brand strategy firm where I had worked for almost all 10 of my early career years. I had good recommendations, a large network, and plenty of hope. Then the economy crumbled under the weight of too many subprime mortgages and bad debts. Not one of my job leads held up. Married, and with a young son, I had to figure out who I knew and what I could sell them. And quick. I started consulting in brand strategy while looking for more permanent work. I can't pinpoint the moment it happened, but my job search became a soul search. If I didn't have a job posting to conform to, what did I really want to do with my life? Searching back through clients and projects on which I had cut my teeth, I found that the most interesting ones were those that tackled brand from the inside. They seemed to have the biggest impact on the company and the people. I didn't realize it at the time, but that was when culture design arrived at my door. I started reading every book and blog about culture I could click on. By 2012, I had been sharing my ideas with anyone who would listen, at parties, networking events, conferences. Not many people understood what I meant. Culture, like ballet or the opera? Indignant and undeterred, I kept at it. Then, on a chilly night in San Francisco's Mission District, after moderating a spirited panel on work perks, I was accosted by 3 enthusiastic designers who attended the talk and seemed just as excited about company culture as I was. Did I want to get together for drinks and talk? Definitely. Finally, I had found my people. It didn't take long for this small group of design-minded professionals to start meeting regularly for beers and culture chat. We never intended for it to be more than a local meetup, but what we would eventually call Culture Lab X grew into events and workshops that would start spreading to other cities. Through this new community, we started thinking through some of the most important questions at the time. Beyond trying to define culture, we wanted to understand what made it tick, how we might comprehend it by taking it apart. It was this thread that led us to the creation of the first version of the Culture Code, the precursor to this book. I can't claim credit for a lot of the ideas that were in the Culture Code pamphlet. They weren't new. Some we borrowed from business consulting, some from the practices of learning and development professionals in our community, and some came straight from the genius of my original Culture Lab X co-founders, without whom this book most definitely wouldn't exist. What was novel about the Culture Code, we learned, was assembling these ideas into an interconnected system that could help anyone begin to change how he or she worked. Over the years, we shared it with the Culture Lab X community, asking for feedback, welcoming challenges, collecting stories. The more we sent it around, the more we saw it resonated with people. From founders of tech startups to learning and development professionals, and from traditional enterprises to executives within multinationals, nearly everyone sparked to the ideas we were sharing. The framework was so useful that I began to use it with clients at my agency, also called Great Monday.